friends, welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS.
Get ready to learn something new today. I'm Andrea.
And I'm Gabe, and we have a great lesson for everybody here about school time. We're going to learn how to talk about school. Let's start with some key words. The first is surprised. Say that again, surprised. Sue is surprised. John is giving her some money.
Interesting. Interesting. This is a very interesting book. I like it a lot.
Difficult. Difficult. Fran's English class is difficult. She doesn't understand her teacher.
Favorite. Favorite. This is my favorite movie. I really like it.
Subject. Subject. What subjects are you studying in school?
Well, friends, one of my favorite parts of the show is saying these keywords again. What about you? Let's do it. The first one is surprised. Surprised.
Interesting. Interesting.
Difficult. Difficult.
Favorite. Favorite.
Subject. Subject.
All right, now it's my favorite part of the show, the part where we get to go and talk to Eddie. Hey, Eddie.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, it's good to see you both.
Well, it's
Thank you, Eddie.
good
That's
to see
very
you
kind.
too.
Yes.
And now, Eddie, this is my favorite part, when you give us something special.
I can give you
Yes.
a mission?
That's right. I hope that's not too difficult for you.
Oh, sure, no problem. Here it is. Today's mission. What is Sarah doing?
What is Sarah doing?
Well, let's go find out the answer to this mission in our interesting lesson today.
Hi, Sarah.
Simon, hi.
I have some dinner for you.
Really? Thanks, Simon.
You're welcome. The food is from Max. What are you doing?
I'm reading a play.
Which play are you reading?
I'm reading Our Town.
Oh, that's a good play.
You read plays?
Yes, I do. Are you surprised?
Yes.
Are you surprised? Friends, this is the question that Simon asks Sarah. Now, Andrea, why would Sarah be surprised?
Well, Sarah is surprised that Simon reads plays.
That's right. She does not know that Simon reads plays. She's very surprised. Well, let's learn this word, the adjective surprised. Say it one more time. Surprised. When you are surprised, that means you do not expect something to happen, and then it happens, and you are surprised.
Yes, when something happens and you didn't think it would happen, you are surprised. For example, if a friend comes to visit you who you haven't seen in a long time, you can say, "Wow, I'm surprised to see you."
And this is a good phrase to know, too. Are you surprised? Are you surprised that I do this? You didn't think I would. Are you surprised?
Well, Gabe, what kind of thing...
I'm sorry, Andrea. Are you surprised?
Yes, Gabe, I am surprised.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I just wanted to demonstrate how to use this phrase.
I'm glad you did that, Gabe.
Okay. Well, Andrea, are you surprised that we have found something important here?
No, Gabe, I am not surprised that we found the answer to today's mission.
That's right. The mission is, what is Sarah doing?
What is Sarah doing? Sarah is reading a play.
She's reading a play, and this play is called Our Town. Now, it's a very interesting play. In this play, they don't use anything except for themselves. Nothing in the play except for their bodies.
Well, that sounds very interesting. I'm surprised to learn that. I did not know that.
I like plays. They are interesting.
Yes, they are. But I don't understand some plays. They have a lot of difficult words.
I know. Are you reading this play for school?
Yes, we're studying plays in my English class.
I see. Who is your teacher?
Miss Webb.
Well, Sarah tells Simon that she is studying plays in English class. And friends, this is what a lot of students do. They study plays in English class. Gabe, did you study plays?
You know, I studied a lot of plays, not only in English class, but also in my theater classes where I studied drama, 戏剧. So I had to read many plays, and many of them are very interesting.
It's true, they can be interesting. Friends, let's learn this keyword together. Interesting. Interesting. Now, if something is interesting, that means you want to know more about it. If it's interesting, you want to learn more and study more.
And so Simon thinks that some plays are interesting. Of course, many things in life can be interesting. You might be reading an interesting book or watching an interesting movie. Or do you like to have interesting conversations with people?
Ooh, yes, I do. I love to have interesting conversations where I'm learning a lot of new things.
That's right, and there are many interesting people as well. It's always nice to talk to someone, have an interesting conversation with an interesting person.
That's true. Well, plays are interesting, but they sometimes have difficult words. Well, let's look at this word. It's not difficult when we learn it together. The key word is difficult. Difficult. If something is difficult, it is hard to understand.
You can say, this homework is too difficult. I don't understand it. Can you help me understand this difficult homework?
Learning a new language like English is difficult. But if you learn a little every day, it won't be difficult anymore.
You know, this key word is difficult. I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, it is difficult, but it's easy to remember.
I know Miss Webb. I fix things for her sometimes.
She's a good teacher. We have a lot of fun in her class.
Is English your favorite subject?
No,
Really? But you're a writer.
I know, but English is not my favorite subject.
Then what is your favorite subject?
I don't really have one.
Really? Now I am surprised.
Hello, friends.
Gabe, I am not surprised.
You're not surprised?
No, I'm not surprised.
Oh, well, Simon is surprised. He's surprised. Well, why is Simon surprised?
Well, Simon is surprised that Sarah doesn't have a favorite subject.
She does not have a favorite subject. She likes to read plays, and she's learning a lot in English. And so Simon asks her a question, is English your favorite subject? But it's not. But we can learn these two key words. Let's start with the word favorite. Favorite. If something is your favorite, that means you like it the most. You like it more than anything else. It's your favorite.
You can ask someone, what's your favorite food? Well, let's ask Gabe that question. Gabe, what's your favorite food?
Andrea, one of my I have many favorite foods.
Many? Okay.
Okay, one of my favorite foods is pizza. And I also like the pineapple with shrimp 凤梨虾球. That's one of my favorite foods.
Oh, that sounds really good, Gabe. Gabe, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Well, one of my favorite movies is The Lord of the Rings, 魔戒.
That's true. That's a good one.
It is a good one. Andrea, what is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is hiking. I love to go hiking.
Hiking. Well, what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is English.
English is a good subject. Let's learn this word. Subject. Subject. A subject is something to study, especially if you are in school.
That's right. When you're in school, you study many different subjects. English is a subject. Math is a subject. History can also be a subject.
Word Power.
It's time for Word Power. This week, you'll learn words to use in a classroom. Look around your classroom. What do you see? Most classrooms have a chalkboard. The teacher can write things down on the chalkboard. 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 If you are going to write on the chalkboard, then you need some chalk. Chalk can be different colors. Chalk. Chalk. When is class over? Just look at the clock and find out. A clock shows what time it is. Clock. Clock. When the chalkboard has chalk all over it, the teacher uses an eraser. Now the chalkboard is clean. Eraser. Eraser. Every student has a desk. You sit at your desk when you are in class. Desk. Desk. This is a loudspeaker. A student or teacher can talk over the loudspeaker. Then everyone can hear in every room. Loudspeaker. Loudspeaker. Class is over. Remember all these words when you are in a classroom, and you'll have word power.
Conversation replay.
Hi, Sarah.
Simon, hi.
I have some dinner for you.
Really? Thanks, Simon.
You're welcome. The food is from Max. What are you doing?
I'm reading a play.
Which play are you reading?
I'm reading Our Town.
Oh, that's a good play.
You read plays?
Yes, I do. Are you surprised?
Yes.
I like plays. They are interesting.
Yes, they are. But I don't understand some plays. They have a lot of difficult words.
I know. Are you reading this play for school?
Yes, we're studying plays in my English class.
I see. Who is your teacher?
Miss Webb.
I know Miss Webb. I fix things for her sometimes.
She's a good teacher. We have a lot of fun in her class.
Is English your favorite subject?
No,
Really? But you're a writer.
I know. But English is not my favorite subject.
Then what is your favorite subject?
I don't really have one.
Really? Now I am surprised.
Calendar phrase.
I am excited about my next class.
What class do you have next, Gabe?
Well, I have the best class in the world next, Andrea.
What class is it?
It's calendar phrase class. Yeah, let's learn today's calendar phrase. The phrase is, what class do you have next?
What class do you have next?
If you're in school, this is a question that maybe you can ask your friend or your schoolmate. What class do you have next?
Maybe you have English class next or history class next. What class do you have next?
Andrea, what's coming up next?
Well, we're going to watch our calendar phrase skit.
Oh, right.
Let's go.
Do that now.
What class do you have next?
What class do you have next? Hey, Dan. What class do you have next?
I have science next. What class do you have next?
I have science next, too. Hey, John.
Hey guys,
What class do you have next?
I have science class next.
Are we all in the same science class?
Yes.
That's great!
What class do you have next?
What class do you have next?
Friends, it's time for the question of the day. Let's practice what we have learned today with our friend Eddie.
Oh, yes. Yes, let's practice.
Okay, Eddie, let's practice.
Okay.
Okay, it's time now
To...
to give us the question.
All right.
Thank
right,
you.
the question
Thank
of the
you. Yes.
day. I know this. Okay, here it is. Do you read plays? Why or why not?
Do you read plays? Why or why not?
Yes, I do read plays. I think they are very interesting to read. When you read a play, it's like you are reading a conversation.
Friends, how will you answer this question? Thank you very much for joining us here today on Let's Talk in English on PTS, where learning English
Can be fun. Goodbye, everyone.